Hey guys, it's Andy here. Thought I would do a video and show you guys a few cards that I've picked up over the last couple of months. Some pretty fun stuff, some pretty unique stuff. At least I think it's fun. It's definitely unique, if nothing else. So the first card we're going to look at, 1897, Stalwart Chocolate, Thomas Edison. Just a really neat looking card. I'm assuming these were put in some type of chocolate product back then. Here's the back. So they did, like, I want to say there was 5 different series from this set. This is series 5. And these were, I guess, produced to possibly paste in an album or I think because I think what this actually means is scrapbook, if I translated that correctly. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But so yeah, this is a pretty interesting early card of Thomas Edison. Pretty tough to find from what I've seen. A lot of these um, early cards like this, they really never have been graded heavily. So when you look at the population reports, I mean, obviously they're very low. I think SGC's maybe graded one of these. I think it was like a 4.5, and I don't think PSA has graded one of this particular card. But um, like I said, these have not been heavily graded over the years like these type of cards. So take the population reports for whatever they're worth. Interesting card though. I just think it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, a lot of detail. So yeah, that's a cool one. I like that one. The next one we've got, I believe this is from 1969, Victoria, Cassius Clay. This really liked the image on this card. I thought it was kind of a unique one. A lot of his cards and even stickers, um, they're a lot of them are just basically like headshots of him. This one looks like it's actually capturing him in action here. So that's cool. The back is jacked. Not sure if this was like came out of like if it was pasted somewhere because you got the paper loss, and I'm not sure what these marks are here. But I think if you translate this right here, this top line, um, I think in French, I think this basically means the greatest boxer. So that's pretty cool that, you know, that's the way that he was referred to even back then. So that's a neat one. I like that one. I really like that image. Next up, this is from the 1924 J. Milhoff Men of Genius set. This is Edgar Allan Poe, and as you can see down there, the Raven. That's another cool image. This card's actually in pretty good shape. Here's the back. Um, yeah, these were, you know, obviously you can see here Shelly cigarettes. So these were, a cigarette card back from the 20s. Once again, this is one of those cards that I just don't think there's been a ton of these graded. I don't think it's not necessarily a super rare card, but as far as grading goes, I think PSA's maybe graded 9 or 10 of them. SGC's only graded like one, I think. But Edgar Allan Poe doesn't have a ton of cards out there, so anything with Poe on it seems to go for a decent price. So tough to find his stuff just because there's not a lot of selection. And then lastly, this was an interesting pickup. So I was thinking to myself as I was looking through Golden Auctions, I was looking through there, and when I look through these, I'll typically, you know, find like 10 to 15 cards in there that I mean, there's a lot more than that I really like, but 10 or 15 that maybe, I would have a realistic expectation of possibly winning. And there was a couple of different years from this particular set of this player that were in there, and I don't know why necessarily that I gravitated towards these, but I did, and it just so happens that this particular athlete passed away like 2 days after I won this card. So I was really kind of shocked to see that. So the card and the athlete we're talking about here, this is 1961 Collins Wieners Jim Brown. And this one's a PSA 5. This is a pretty good looking card. Got, a little bit of discoloration down here. It's quite, expected with an issue like this. Yeah, so that was really strange. I hated to hear the passing of Jim Brown. I mean, still I think most people would be considered the best running back of all time. So super unfortunate of his passing, but I mean, he definitely has a career and legacy that will not be forgotten. And this is a PSA 5, which is obviously a mid-grade. And ironically, I think if you look at the population reports for this particular card, that's, about right in the middle as far as, graded copies. Like there's probably an equal number above this and below it. So pretty fitting for a mid-grade card. But yeah, I don't know why. Like I saw this one, and there was I think there was a 63 Collins Wieners in that auction that was a PSA 7, and there were several Roberto Clemente Collins Wieners in there that I was looking at as well. Just a really unique and interesting card of Jim Brown. So rest in peace. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that I've been collecting lately. Just, trying to find some unique stuff that just kind of grabs my eye. And if if it's something that maybe I can afford to pull the trigger on, then that's kind of the way I do it. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you watching the video, and hope you enjoyed some of these cards, and I'll catch you guys later.